Yeah. Hello, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Recording in progress.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Swami Garu. Yeah. Very good evening, everyone. Let me just share my screen and welcome to like day 2 session of international session of like SDG and ESG goals. Let me just share my screen. Just give me a minute. Yes. I hope it's visible. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Everyone, just let's have an interactive session of today's day 2. So let have a chat box enabled, everyone. Just let me know that my voice is like clear for you, and also let me know that as my screen is visible. Just ping me in the chat box as yes, my voice is audible, and also tell me that my screen is visible to you people. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. So let's start with today's session. What actually that we just go through with of day 2, right? So our day 2 is all about understanding and also going through moreover with entrepreneurship and also with solopreneur with entrepreneurial mindsets, right? So let's understand what actually this entrepreneurship and intrapreneurship, this everything, right? So let me just share my screen with the amount of my ppt that I've just prepared. So let's understand and let's go through it, everyone. So yeah, welcome everyone. So let's start with first I would like to go with like define first, but wherever we're just going through lots of like discovering everything and also understanding with lots of design thinking, but I want to go ahead with the discover part at this point of time, because where in amount of like define part we always go with like design thinking part where we go with like lots of things that we also go through it. But before going with the define, I want to like start with the discover, right? Why I want to start with discover, I'll just let you know, and we'll just again come back to define in given a time. So let me just go ahead with first discover, right? So coming to the discover part, so this is how it goes with, right? So we have to go around with thinking abilities, we have to go around with setting off our amount of the challenges, and we have to research more, and we have to always collaborate with networking and collaborating with like lots of people, right? In terms of like networking, right? So this is how it goes in terms of like whenever you always say about like discover of something, right? So this is what my thing or goes on. So let's start it off. So first, yes, so that is what I said in the first. Let's have an interactive session. So let's start understanding, everyone. So what do you like think? What do you like think? What actually common in this all these platforms? Can you just ping me in the chat box, everyone? What is the common thing that you can easily find it and by seeing this all platforms? Yeah, I can just see in the chat box. I hope the chat box is also enabled. Someone says online. Okay, the spelling is okay. No problem. Online, it's fine. Okay. Any other answers? I'm expecting other answers. They are based on like general requirements. Okay, customer, startups. Good. Startups. Next. Any other answers, please? Hopefully, daily needs. Good, good, good. Customers again. Okay. Solution to like basic problems. Of course. Of course. Of course, it is. It is low cost. Most probably, but they are like earnings, and if you just go and hit, they're like in millions. Less time consumption. Okay. Okay, everyone are like I can just see lots of people mindset are for the end user side. I can just see like lots of people, even though like most of like our side of like faculty side, our side of like student side, we all always see what actually the output of end product, right? So how actually it is started, so how actually it is born. So no one like even though we are actually going on with like no one like trying to target it, right? Someone says like targeting the customer needs. Good, good, good. Easy to use. It's cash. Innovative ideas. Okay, good. So the common point here it is everyone are like in sort of teenage or in sort of like I can just say it's not teenage basically, but it is around 18 to around like 25 to 26 age people who got build up this amount of brand or who got build up this amount of startups. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine it? So let's go through it. What actually this are and who actually the founders or co-founders of this platforms. Right. First, let's start with it. So seat everyone. Let's starting with first thing like 25 and below itself we have this all platforms who actually started it off. Right. So first is Ritesh Agarwal, who is like 19-year old, right, where he was like roaming around the cities of Mumbai, of Pune, of Calcutta. He doesn't understand how to book or how to actually ask for a, something like a lodge, right, where he got an idea to build a startup called OU. Right. So this is how it's builded up over the 19-year-old boy. Like lots of stories there, but I'm just making it very short and giving to you as a presence. Right. So this was how actually it is started over the 19-year-old of OU. Right. So now it is going on and running with very successful business. Now it is like a true business. Now it is not anymore a startup. Right. So this is how it going on. Coming to next, we're gonna have Nitin, like Nitin Kamath, he's one of the founder, like co-founder, was started of 24 years itself. So he started up with the Zerodha. You all people know what actually Zerodha goes on, right? So this is how it goes on with the Zerodha platforms, right? Coming next, we're gonna have Raghav Chandra. So he's also a 24-year-old boy who started his urban company. So now we are using very much with the urban company, right? Even maids, even cleaning of our houses, even plumbing, everything now just opening urban company and just trying to book a person and just we are getting everything in on time, right? So that is how it's happening. It is not just a simple thing to just make it a community and make who are like having a good skill and who actually need for this people we have to create a platform, right? Just a simple thing who actually needs what it is and also going on with the what skill does other person side have. So just connecting with them and making it money over the given communities. Understood everyone? So this is how it goes with in terms of the connectivity of like urban company, right? So this is what the idea it is, right? 24-year-old boy. Coming next, we also have Vijay, where he's 22 years old itself, where he started his Paytm and he got a patent, right? It is also like a parent company where he founded with the Paytm, right? So this is how it goes with in terms of Paytm. Coming next, we also have Bhavish Agarwal, where he was like 25-year-old, started with the Ola. Now, Ola got Uber we have, Rapido, and many more things now we have in our India, right? So this is how the amount of startups has been evaluated over 25 and below aged group. So this is not just a simple thing, right? So this is a simple mind mapping that they people did, and they were like brainstorming it, and they just sit and they started their own given. I can just say it as like empires, right? So this is like not a simple thing. This is not just a simple startups. Now it's an empires for us, right? So this is like $1 million companies now it says, right? So that is how it goes with. Coming next, we have Flipkart, which is Binny. So Binny Bansal is also like 24-year old. He was like co-founder of Flipkart. Right. So this is how it goes. So that's all about yes. So let me just so the next big thing in India, what actually it would be. So the next big thing in India, can you just anyone guess it in the chat box? I just want to see like so much interaction over the okay, let me just give me 1 minute, everyone. Um just give me 1 minute. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah, yeah. I hope it uh just give me 1 minute. Okay, I think it's done. Okay, fine. So what were the answers? AI and semiconductors, targeting daily needs. Okay. Okay. Problem regarding pollutions, solving and AI and modern infra. Okay. Okay. Next, the next big thing is electric vehicles. Okay. Okay. What was the next answers? I can expect AI in real life applications. That was so mean because wherever we go, we always see like AI, always sees like electric vehicle. This was the next future, right? So this always goes on with the path because according to the amount of sectors, according to the amount of domains, we always see this was the amount of next booming technology, or this was the next coming up technology that we actually take all the jobs with the AI or take all the companies with the amount of EV vehicles. This always we always think out of it, right? So what if let's see what actually it would be like. See everyone, like 14.2% of Indian youth are engaged in the entrepreneurship. How many of you like agree with this? Increasing using of IoT. Okay, how many of you agree with this? 14.2% of Indian youth are engaged in entrepreneurship. Is it true or it's true? Are you people ready to agree? Yes, of course it's true. Because wherever we see the side of AI, the side of another part where it is using of AI itself, most of the people, most of the amount of companies has started their baby companies with among of using AI itself. Like every baby company, every baby startup now using AI. Now again, it's a startup, right? Lots of entrepreneurs, lots of students are starting their own startup just using AI. It's AI, right? Even though it's not an AI, if there is a product, how to sell it. This everything goes around with the among of entrepreneurship. Got it, everyone? So that is how it goes with. So the coming next, I can just see exactly like Indian like startups will generate over 12.5 lakh jobs by 2026. This is what it means over the stat, right? So the coming next, major startups our growth in next 10 years will be like tier 2 and tier 3 cities and towns, right? Tier 2 tier 3 cities are going to make over the growth of next 10 years. Right? That is the major startup growth. That is how it goes on. And the last, India is like ranked fourth out of like 51 countries in terms of the quality of its entrepreneurship of ecosystem. This is how it goes. Right? So this is the next big thing is going on with the among of India. Right? So this is how it's going to start up over the among of entrepreneurship. If you have an idea, just try to over go through with the idea. If you have an idea, how to make it like a startup, how to go on with the startup. So this is how we're just trying to talk about, right? What is actually entrepreneurship is, right? Next, let's start with what actually an entrepreneurship. Sir, this is how it goes on with. Okay, Dinesh, how it's going on with your entrepreneurship? So what actually entrepreneurship is? So everyone has these doubts, right? So let's make it break down and start understanding step by step, right? So this is how it goes on with like entrepreneurship. First thing, entrepreneurship refers to creating innovative solutions to the problems and turning those solutions into a business. Simple, like very simple, right? So this is how it goes with. If you have a creative, innovative solutions to the given problem, right, and turning those into a solutions and making it a business. So that is how it goes with in terms of entrepreneurship is, right? How many of like understood with the entrepreneurship? Can you just tell me like yes in the chat box so you can just go further? How many of like understood what actually entrepreneurship is? I just want to see like yeah, I can just see lots of interactive people are there in the meet. I'm very happy for that. Good, good, good. Keep going, guys. Good. Yes. Yes. Problem solving skills. Correct. Correct. Yes. Good. That is how it goes on. Correct. So now we understood what actually entrepreneurship is. Now, what actually an entrepreneur is? Right. What actually an entrepreneur is? Entrepreneurship is something where refers to creating of innovative solutions to the problems and making it up into solutions and turn over into a business. This is what we understood with your entrepreneurship. Now, what is actually entrepreneur is? It is something a curious or a creative or a hardworking person with an innovative solution to make it a problem to a problem and aiming to build a business around it. So this is how it goes with the like entrepreneur is, right? Simple difference, but it's having a meaning. Got it, everyone? Got it, everyone? Yes, yes. Good. So this is what the simple difference of entrepreneur and entrepreneurship is. So this is how it goes with, right? So let's go to the next part, that is startups that born in India. How many of you know this? All startups. Just keep me yes in the chat box. How many of you almost everything you know in the chat? You know Ola, you know Paytm, you're using it. Meesho, Swiggy, Flipkart, Lenskart, Unacademy, Pacto, Boat, Dream11, Ikea, PhonePe, Delivery. This everything that has been started in our India. No one like even like most of the people think like Flipkart is not from our India. They're like from other country we just bought it. No, Flipkart is from India. Someone like think about like what actually Paytm goes on with, what actually Boot goes on with, right? So delivery, most of the people know about like delivery is like a where we're just getting all the amount of packages from the Flipkart or from other things, but we don't know what actually delivery is, right? And Ikea, right? This everything a baby startups in India where it has been already started in some years ago, right? So now it is something where it's earning more than that amount of startups that they kept. Right. So this is how it goes going on, like very smooth and good number of outputs that they're like actually seeing in terms of stat with using of these startups. This is how it goes with. Right. So I just want to like make you like wake up with these startups. So that is what I just want to show you. So the story of WhatsApp. How many of you know the story of WhatsApp? Do you know what actually the story of WhatsApp is? How many of people know it? Can just keep me yes in the chat box. How many of you like know about like story of WhatsApp? How actually WhatsApp started? Is it really a messaging app, or what was the backstory of WhatsApp? You know, like okay, Mark Zuckerberg bought WhatsApp, so we are using it. It's free. So why there's like no ads? Why there's like no one is actually keeping posting ads in the WhatsApp? Why it is like so plain, right? These many questions that we have in our mind, but WhatsApp actually is for free for us. But how actually WhatsApp is earning the money? How many of you like know this, or how many of you like having this type of questionnaires in your mindset? Right. Let me know. Just tell me that how many of you like know about this. Of course, they generate income from WhatsApp business. Get that was like very good answer. But before time, there's like no WhatsApp business. Sorry for that. But before the time, when the WhatsApp was started, it was like very free. They were just giving off $1. Like before telling with the story and everything, let's have a simple video and understand how actually the amount of outputs that we can just see over the WhatsApp. Right. Let's see. From WhatsApp was like from cleaner to WhatsApp CEO. Let's see everyone. Let's see the amount of. Let me just go ahead with that video. Hopefully, I just clicked it. Yeah, correct.
For the next. I think for us, it's always been about building a company that is here to stay, that is here for the next 100, for the next 10, 20, 50 years.
This was Jan Koum, the co-founder of WhatsApp, at a tech conference on January 20th. Though Koum never intended to sell.
I think for us, it's always been about building a company that is here to stay, that is here for the next 100, for the next 10, 20, 50 years.
This was Jan Koum, the co-founder of WhatsApp, at a tech conference on January 20th. Though Koum never intended to sell his company, a month later, Facebook bought it for at least $16 billion. Jan Koum and Brian Acton created WhatsApp in 2009. Today, it has 450 million users around the world. Koum grew up in Kiev, Ukraine until he was 16 when he moved to Mountain View, California. He dropped out of San Jose State University to devote his time to his job at Yahoo, where his WhatsApp co-founder, Brian Acton, was already a software engineer. In 2007, both Koum and Acton quit their jobs at Yahoo. Later, they both applied to work at Facebook, and both were rejected. Koum came up with the idea for WhatsApp, which has a business strategy that's very different from Facebook's. You can see it here on this sign written by Brian Acton that's posted on Koum's desk. WhatsApp is free for users for the first year, and then it's $1 a year after that. It has no advertising, and it doesn't collect users' personal data. Koum's childhood in Kiev explains why he believes in privacy for WhatsApp users.
I grew up in a country where I remember my parents not being able to have a conversation on the phone. My mom would often say, "This is not a phone conversation, I'll tell you in person." The walls had ears and you couldn't speak freely.
On February 9th, Mark Zuckerberg asked Jan Koum to dinner at his home to propose the deal. Soon after, Koum caved to Facebook's offer, and also to its social network. A few hours after the acquisition was announced, he created a personal Facebook page.
Yeah, So that is how it goes with a simple example. I just want to show you. So this is how this amount of startup that is turned into multi-billionaire of CEO of WhatsApp. Right now, even though it turned into he just given even though it just given to the amount of Mark Zuckerberg, it was a deal where Mark Zuckerberg was trying to ask to the person Yanku, but he just accepted it, right? Because he want a money where he was okay with the deal. So that is how it just turned into amount of the deal and the startup just given to the Mark Zuckerberg, right? So, but now you people know it. How actually WhatsApp we are using it now? It was went as our daily life, right? So that is how the story of WhatsApp. I hope you people got enjoyed with this among of story, right? So this is how it goes with in terms of a simple example. I just want to start with. So next part it is intrapreneurship. So what actually intrapreneurship is, right? So most of I just want to ask you a question how many of have a good where you want to go ahead and just start making it your own entrepreneurship or making it your own startup. You have a good idea, but they're surroundings stopping you, right? Surrounding stopping you where you can't have good time or you can't have good people that you're trying to struggle. So you want to try you want to start with the startup, right? So that is how it comes with your you already have an organization where the organization is not helping you out, right? If the organization is trying to help you out, right, okay, this is what my idea, if we just implement this idea, so we can just grow more, you can just make sure the growing more would be more helpful for our organization. If you just start telling these words to your organization, or it can be edutech, or it can be company, or it can be anything, it is biggest part, right? So that how it goes with your entrepreneurship, right? So just keep it that mind, what are the things that I just said you. Let's start understanding what actually entrepreneurship is. Right. First thing, let's start with what actually entrepreneurship is. It refers to creating an entrepreneurial environment within the organizations, by allowing employees to apply their entrepreneurial skills in their jobs. Understood, everyone? Right. So this is how it goes with. When you want to do something that you want to make it entrepreneurial environment to your around the organization, that organization actually allowing you people to make sure what are the employees that your employees trying to make it, what are the entrepreneurial skills that you want to keep it in your job, you're doing your own job, but also instead of having your own creativity that you want to do something, right, with the organization, that actually organization helping you out, right? So that is how it goes with in terms of entrepreneurship is. Got it, everyone? So let me just know how many of understood with this definition in the chat box, so you can just go further and have some lots of examples, right? Just give me a yes in the chat box so you can just move further. Sorry for my voice today. Just yeah, thank you so much. Let's start understanding what actually again entrepreneurs is. It is self-motivated, proactive, and action-oriented individuals who take the initiative to develop innovative products or services. It can be anything. It can be products or it can be services, right? So what actually entrepreneurs is? It is something you are working in an organization or you're working in a company where inside the company itself or inside the organization itself, you want to do something. You want to make it a good part of product or good part of service that should be implemented inside the organization, that will make you an entrepreneurship. I hope you understand, right? So this is how it goes with in terms of self-motivated, proactive, and action-oriented individuals, right? So this is how it goes with in terms of entrepreneurship is. Got it, everyone? So this is the whole part of definitions of entrepreneurship is. Let's go through with the examples without doing any delay. First, starting with Post-it. How many of you like know this among of like Post-it in 3M company? What actually Post-it is? How many of you like know about this? Can you just let me know what actually Post-it is? What actually Post-it will do? Yes, no, no problem. If you're saying no, it's very good. Saying no is easy, but saying yes is like very hardest part. I can just say, yeah, of course. But saying no is like very easy, of course. How many of you know about this Post-it? Okay, okay. Fine. So just sit everyone properly. So Post-it is something where you can just see. I'll just try to enhance it a little bit and tell you what actually a Post-it is. So let's understand first what actually Post-it, an idea of Post-it is first, where you can just see Spencer Silver. Right, he is the person where the person name is like Spencer Silver. He's from the company of 3M. So 3M is a company where it is like doing lots of things. Not only like one product we have like many products over the 3M. I'll just show you probably if you have time. So where, but one of the like employee where he was like going with the research, doing some good number of products and everything. So he's unfortunately, so he want to like do a product which is like very good in terms of like glue. So Spencer Silvers accidentally created a very weak adhesive. So he want to create a strong adhesive in terms of glue. Whenever we want to make sure stick it something, it should stick very strong. But unfortunately, the amount of experiments he tried to do is, but he got very weak adhesive, right? In this way, where his idea got I can just say it got failed, right? So its art I saw it was like very potential for like sticking bookmarks, right? So where it goes with, so the idea was like different, but it turned different. So where his employees and most of the other employees and founder he was on, it was like very failed part. He was like trying to say it, but the thing, it it turned into a simple sticky notes, right? So he was like probably doing experiments with the amount of, okay, it is like very weak adhesive. So what if we stick into notebook, if I just write something, it will be like a good notes for me, where that notes I can just take it like my important notes, and whenever I just completed it, I can just remove it very easily. That is how it turned, where over comes to the strong adhesive to weak adhesive. His failed version, now it's a sticky notes. How many of like understood with that, right? So it was like the process goes on, where the process goes on and the outcome would be like Post-it, that is your sticky notes, right? Now we are using as a sticky notes with weak adhesive, where that weak adhesive is, now we are trying to use it as a good sticky notes, right? So that was the success factor that we got over the 3M's culture, where they're just trying to giving more employees to the freedom to innovate, that turned into a failed glue, that into a $1 billion product now. Understood everyone? Whatever the amount of failed product that they have, right? So now the failed product, now they have like $1 billion company now. That is how they're just trying to say about what actually Post-it is. Understood? So this is how it goes with. Coming next is, how many of you know this? How many of you know this? I hope everyone knows this now. Just give me like yes in the chat box. How many of you know this? Prime. We always say like Prime membership, Prime video, everything. Now it's like Prime video for us, but this is actually a Prime membership logo. I can just say yes, yes, correct, correct. So how actually this has come up? How actually this has come up? it was an idea for the same employer of the Amazon, where he was like trying to get the amount of ideas that should be turned into entrepreneurship, like entrepreneur ideas, right? That is Charlie Wall. He's got suggested a subscription model that going to offering for unlimited fast shippings for a yearly fee, right? So this is how it goes with, right, where he was an idea but no one actually trying to actually they want to like go around with lots of people, but no one actually trying to pay the money, no one actually trying to like no one actually trying to like get offered by himself, right? But that process, but someone actually trying to get it that offer, right, where two people will actually trying to take that offer and they just seen the change, where the amount of Amazon is actually giving amount of outputs over the amount of shipping, but after taking the Prime subscription, now they have like fast shipping, and also they are getting a good number of outcomes in over the ebook and everything. Now they have like free samples for their ebook, everything at the part of that amount of 2005 they launched it with the Prime, where now the outputs are so good enough. Now you people know what is actually the change of having a Prime, not having a Prime, right? These two changes, now we can actually see what is the difference, right? Even just trying to pay like 14.99 like that, that is the among of the target people they want to keep it, right? That is actually the idea got come up, a simple employer, right? So this is what the among of entrepreneurship is, but I'm just trying to say this type of all the among of ideas, right? So this is how they come up with the big billion among of companies trying to fetch it up, right? So that was the success factor among the Amazon, where it was like experiments with like bold customer like centric ideas over with the given of enable to Prime to thrive, right? That is how it goes with. So coming next is something called, how many of you know about this? McDonald's, basically called as McD. This is how it like got changed. Okay, most of people know it. What actually McDonald's is, right? I'll just try to complete this as in simple scenario, where the McD people want to like grab not only like as a simple, they don't want to keep it their store as a simple fast food store. They want to like understand what actually the parents are thinking it of, what actually children are thinking it of, what actually kids are thinking it of about this McD. It is not just like a normal a fast food simple a snack day, right, or a snack company, right? It is more than that. They want to like implement with that. And one of the employer, even though going on with the brainstorming part, one of the employer again taken the chance with the entrepreneur mindset, exactly. So that is how it just turned into making sure that this McD, now they just changed the amount of outputs they want to like give it for the dine in or takeaway. This changes has been done over the Happy Meal, right? They just turned into kids Happy Meal, where they're like some one toy is there, and also lots of puzzles, and they just made for the younger people and for the parents and for the kids to make sure by eating and just seeing something, and also having like lots of kids toys and everything for the kids, and to make tell them to come again and again and again. So this is how it turned into a simple mindset of a simple employee, and now it's again booming company, McD. Understood, everyone? So this is how it goes with in terms of McDonald's. So not only this success stories we have, and also we have in entrepreneurship, we also have a success stories of organization. Let's see, everyone. Let's see. Yes, Infosys and Google. Let's start understanding what actually Infosys got did is, right? Zero distance innovation program. They just started with zero distance innovation program. So how actually it goes? Where they want like just go ahead over the given terms, and the idea was like very simple. Every project, whatever the Infosys that it is doing, every project, it should bring innovative closer to the client, right? So previously, the Infosys was like they're getting the project and they're just trying to complete it and just trying to giving it back. This is how it goes with the dealings and everything, right? With the Infosys, but where now they got totally changed, right? They got like totally changed, and whenever they just get the project they were going to analyze each and every pattern. If they have like very simple issues, right? So the issues can be automated, or the issues or the small fixes can be done, or the new ideas can be added. They're going to do this all process with their in terms of entrepreneurship with the zero distance innovation. So the client that we people don't know, or is it okay to create an application, or is it okay to create a website, or with the creation of application or with the creation of website, is it okay to make sure the output result is so good? Like this, the Infosys started understanding, and the outcome was like so good. They shifted like Infosys from outsourcing vendors to the innovation partners. Now they have like good innovation partners. This is again also in simple where organization started with the Infosys of zero distance innovation, right? So this is how it goes with, right? And also they have like success story of empowering all the employees, not just doing R&D labs, right? They're also having their going on with the entrepreneurial mindset, right? Not just doing also R&D labs, also going on with the among of clients and meeting them, and also taking their all the ideas and making it success for their clients. So this is how it goes with in terms of Infosys. Coming next, we also have Google. What actually 20% time policy is? What actually Google did is, Google has been started like very long back, right? So what actually this 20% time policy is? So this understand everyone. So this is how it goes with in terms of where they give employees 20% of their time to work on passion projects. This is how it goes with in terms of Google, right? So this trying to give whatever the 100% of time of their work they're going to have, of course, the Saturday and Sundays they're going to having their off, right? But rather than doing their work, but also they're trying to give it their 20% of their time to their work on their project passion projects. Everyone has their own passion to work on with, right? So this is how it goes with, and the process how it actually goes on with, it encouraged side projects within the company infrastructure, right? So where company itself started giving the infrastructure and trying to encourage them, which project that you want to do it for yourself, which project that you want to do it for the society. They got categorized everything. So this is how, do you want to make sure, do you want to do it for the organization, right? This is how the amount of Gmail has come up. Previously Google has like no Gmail, right? There are like only like lots of things has been again brainstormed, everything started with this 20% of time policy. They have just got it, like this how come up with the Google News, right? Now we have like many things. Instead of like Google News, we also see like many things. In short, we have like uh, in terms of like 50 notes we have, 50 pages we have, like many things, right? But previously it was like only Google News. This is also come up with this simple employee of the simple culture of innovation, right? This is how it goes with, right? Of course, the Gemini. And next, AdSense. AdSense is nothing but how actually whenever you open Google, whenever you open YouTube, some of the ads are popping up, right? Now with the ads itself, they are like Google actually trying to earn the money. This is also come up with the amount of 20% of time policy. This was the amount of ideas of their employees, right? Once they kept this type of amount of culture innovation, now this just started growing more and more and more, right? So this is how it goes with. That is all about the amount of entrepreneurship, everyone. So that is all about. I just want to like tell you what actually entrepreneurship, and this was the example. I just want to like show it up for you and understand you what actually this actually means is. So let's go to the next part without doing any delay. Yes. So this was like simple. I just want to like show you the simple differences: entrepreneur versus entrepreneur, right? Entrepreneur versus entrepreneur, right? So what actually the difference of like entrepreneur versus like entrepreneur, right? So where the entrepreneur like entrepreneur was like trying to understand, innovate within the business, less risk, access to the sources, and job security. He has its job security, of course. He's gonna just take very less risk because he's an employee. You don't have to take any risk among of the accounts, amount of the like money and everything, right? So access to resources, he will get all the resources with the given time, and he's also having a good mindset. That's it. He has to just think and has to work on. That's it. All it goes with in terms of entrepreneurship, right? So what if it has a entrepreneurship, right? So building their own business, right? So increased freedom. So he has its own freedom. He want to do it like multiples, or he want to like do it like single part of the business. It is up to amount of entrepreneur mindset is, and is also like more responsibility has to be taken care. He has to like work on each and every part. Even though he has to become accounts, he has to become marketer, he has to become something called like all the patterns, right? So that is how it goes in terms of like more responsibilities has to be taken care, and higher ROI, right? Of course, once he's just stood up, right? So once he just stand up and he's just trying to take their own empire, of course he's just take good higher ROI, return of investment. Whatever the amount of investment that he's trying to keep it, he's going to get returns more once he just stand up very better version, right? That is how it goes with. And both are, it is good again. So it is like innovative, ambitious, and he's going to be like leaders. So this is how it goes with in terms of entrepreneurial mindset is. So then again we have like two parts. Got it, everyone? So this is how it goes with. Coming next, and also we have like engineers to entrepreneurships. Now here comes the part for the students. So exactly for the students. So everyone like try to see it here, like I just have a simple differences again. So as an engineers, you're just trying to going on to be problem solver and open to like learn new technologies, and you should be like so creative, right? So this is the part of your engineering is, right? As an entrepreneur, you're just trying to additionally like trying to add more amount of like business aspects, user needs, and how actually networking goes on. Right. So this among of the differences that you have to always keep in your mind and just start understanding what actually the differences are. Right. So this is how it goes with. Right. So whenever you're trying to engineer, whenever you're like a student engineer of first year, right. So just try to understand and just make sure that what are the differences of a business or an engineering project. What actually the amount of project that I'm just trying to build over like my mini project or major project, is it really worth for the business, or what actually I'm doing going on with, right? So this is how it goes on with the engineer to the entrepreneurship mindset. Just everyone give me a minute. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. Yes, so this is how it goes with in terms of like engineering to the entrepreneurship. That is how it goes with in terms of like difference. I just want to like go ahead. So what actually an entrepreneurial mindset is, right? So we like understood what actually among of entrepreneur is, intrapreneur is, and entrepreneur versus like entrepreneur differences, and we like understood each and every part, right? So what actually entrepreneurship mindset is, right? So here comes the part. So a mindset that enables people to identify and make the most of the opportunities, overcome and learn from failures, and succeed in all the situations. Right. So wherever I just shown you like lots of role models, lots of companies where they were like not even like succeed for the first time. Right. It was like not for the first time itself. They like grown up and they just started their patent and they just got their patent. Now they're just turning into like millionaires or billionaires. Right. It was not just happened like overnight. Right. They have just started or gone through many of the given parts, and also they just gone through many things over design thinking part, and also they have just started pitching up this their amount of product to each and every store, right? So this is how it goes with, right? So this is how I just want to like tell you what actually the mindset goes on, right? So the mindset that enables people to identify, that you have to like identify it and make the most opportunities, right? Overcoming with the learns from the given of failures and succeed in all situations. So this is how I just want to like go ahead, right? Let's start understanding and also what qualities that you need for to become a good entrepreneurial mindset. Let's understand everyone. So yeah, correct. What qualities that you need for you just have to become a good entrepreneurial mindset. Yes. So here comes the part. First is creativity. Second is curiosity. Of course, we need to have it. Adaptability, hard work and learning mindset, of course, and also determination and problem solving. Right. These are the main patterns that we actually require. Right. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Who's like saying that like very good session. Good. So we'll just try to wrap it up. No problem. So that was all about like the amount of creativity, curiosity, adaptability, and among of hard work and learning mindsets that we need to just trying to take care. Right. So this is how we have to create our entrepreneurial mindset is. Right. Coming first. Let's go with the examples and just we'll just try to make sure wrap it up. First, starting with like examples of like entrepreneurial mindset, what actually everyone like trying to do it in each and every domain. For example, farmers, they using their creative thinkings to produce biofuel and clothes from agriculture waste. They are doing it, of course they are doing it, because whatever the amount of waste products, whatever the amount of getting their biofuels and amount of clothes, right, from the agriculture waste, right? So that is how the farmers are trying to do it, right? Coming next, right? Coming next, it is athletes. So athletes, what actually work hard to determination to achieve their goals. This is how it comes in terms of determination is. So how actually the athletes are so pro at their given in terms of anything like running, weightlifting, or whatever it is, whatever the game it might be, right? They're like very determination to achieve their goals. That is how in terms of they're like working hard, right? Coming next, teachers, right? So basically our side, of course, it making sure adjustments to teach efficiently, right? Even through books, laptops, or whatever the amount of PPTs that we prepare, right? So that is how it's like going on with our among of output part. Coming next is again entrepreneurs coming up with innovative solutions for society problems. So this is how it goes with what actually entrepreneurs are doing. They're just trying to get out of all the problems and make it everyone to make it easy and just make it everyday life to become easy for us. So that is what actually entrepreneurs are trying to take as a good output side, right? So coming next, and also we have students being curious to learn new things. So most of the people, I think now it comes the part. So here comes the part. Most of the students are trying to join for today's session and they're like very curious. So what actually the entrepreneurship is, what actually intrapreneurship is. So everyone are like so curious about it and they just came into our live session, right? So this is how it goes with, right? So they're like so curious about what actually the new things going to be happening, right? So that is all about for the students. Right. So this is how it goes with. Why it is like so important, right? Why it is like so important, everyone? So let's trying to understand having entrepreneurial mindset skills helps you do well in your college task. I already said this is always what goes on with your like students itself. So this is how it goes with. Right. Next part. Companies look always the candidates with the entrepreneurial mindset skills. Of course, they will look for only for entrepreneurs. They just don't look for like uh, you have like CGPA of like 9.5, you have like CGPA of like 8.5. They don't look for that. They look for the skill. They look for the candidates who have their entrepreneurial mindset. Right. Next, helps you understand yourself better and look for jobs, and that would be the most suitable for your goals and skills. Right. So this is how it goes with, and helps you to face problems in life with confidence and find creative solutions. Right. So this is why it is like more important that you have to have your entrepreneurial mindset. Right. That is how it goes with. Yes. So here are the top entrepreneurs that we have mindset for all the domains. And here comes the end of the session. I just want to like go ahead with, and I'm just trying to keep it these people as a role models for us, so everyone can just see it and probably have all. Even we don't know like who gonna be like the next entrepreneur, who gonna be like the next idea pitching like the desk that we just try to take care, who gonna be the like the next mindset creator, that we don't know, right? At the certain point of time we always get an idea that we have to like work on it. Until unless we work on it, that we open up our mind, we just trying to talk with people, right? So until unless we do this, we don't have any startup in our hand, right? So that is how it goes with. Right. So that was all about today's session, everyone. I hope you liked it. So, and also, everyone, just make sure that the feedback link is in this chat box. Everyone, try to fill it up. Yeah, that was all about today's session, everyone. I hope you liked it. Yes. Let me just. Yes. So that's all about. You were like so good in the interactive session, everyone. You are like doing a fantastic job. That was so interactive session. I was like very happy that everyone are trying to message it and saying that like very nice session, knowledgeable session. It was like telling that like very informative session. I'm like very happy. Thank you so much, everyone. Yes, useful. Thank you, everyone. It was like so mean for me. Yes, yeah. We'll try to post it. The link in the chat box, everyone. Just give me a minute, everyone. Like don't leave. Let me just keep the feedback link. So that was all about today's session, everyone. Hopefully everyone just taken lots of screenshots, and hopefully everyone just taken lots of videos. Anyway, the recording is like going on. We'll just try to keep it is in the LMS portal. You can just watch whenever you require. That was so mean. I can just see lots of messages again and again. Of course, I'm like very happy. Everyone like understood better version what actually entrepreneurship is. Yes, everyone. Everyone got the feedback link. Just make sure try to fill your feedbacks, and it was also like attendance form also there in the same feedback. Thank you, Janaka ma'am. Thank you so much. It was so mean. Yeah, everyone like getting questions. Was like the feedback was like day one. No. Everyone like check it out. It is edited. It is already done with the changes. So you will get a day two form. Just check with the same link, everyone. Just check it out with the same link. Yeah. So I hopefully everyone got with the link, and make sure try to fill the attendance form and feedback form, everyone. So that's all about today's session, everyone, of day two of career guidance, and going on with like what actually in terms of like SDGs, and what actually going on with like day two of your like entrepreneurship, and what actually entrepreneurship, and what actually the entrepreneurial mindset is, right? So we have like many things like go on with the day three that we'll just try to discuss it up, but also we have like running up with the time that we'll just go on with the tomorrow's session, right? So that's all about today's session, everyone. I hope you found it like well informative session. Both are different. Both are like not different. Both are same. Don't worry. Both are same, everyone. That is feedback and attendance. Both are same. You can just fill the feedback form. The attendance will be marked same. So that's all, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for joining, everyone. Hopefully, we'll just see you the same thing, same strength and everything in the next tomorrow's session. And that's all. I'm like Dinesh Kumar signing off. Yep.